Nakamestia pelhadai, nakamestia pelhadai. Yanawanai mi matso. Yanawanai mi matso. Mi matso, mi matso. Yanahede yowe. Yanawanai quitla quatli. Yanawanai quitla quatli. Quitla quatli. Quitla quatli. Yana hindi yowe. Yana wana yi a punchwepe. Yana wana yi a punchwepe. A punchwepe. A punchwepe. Yana hindi yowe. Yana wana yi klampa ya yowe. Yana wana yi klampa ya yowe. Klampaya yuwe, klampaya yuwe, iana hindi yuwe, iana hindi yuwe, iana hindi yuwe, iana hindi yuwe. Amanam.
Hello everybody, and welcome to this year's Sigrid Springs Powwow. As you all can tell, we're going virtual this year because of the increase in the COVID issues. Dr. Mario Garza and Maria Roca have said, let's take it one more year in the virtual status, and that way we won't make anybody sick. So that's exactly what we've chosen to do. And it's always a pleasure to be a part of this, and this is brought to you by the Indigenous Cultures Institute at Texas State University. Always a pleasure to see those folks as well. Now, we have many things that we're going to be taking care of today. We've got lots of winners that we're going to be announcing. We've got Aztec dancers that are going to be coming in later on as well. Lots of wonderful things to share with you all. Now, for a very important part of our gathering, it's time for grand entries. So if you will, take it away. Grand entry time. Here we go.
We are so honored to have Dr. Mario Garza, the head of this gathering we have here today. Right behind him, ladies and gentlemen, we have our color guard. And right behind our color guard, we have our head gourd dancer. Oh, you've been watching him sweat it out all afternoon for the last hour and a half or so. Our head gourd dancer, Mr. Kevin Rivera, followed by all of our gourd dancers. Thank you so much, gourd dancers, for keeping them on and coming in with us. Yeah, and ladies and gentlemen, a very special couple, our head man dancer and our head lady dancer. These guys are champion dancers many, many times over. They travel extensively throughout the United States. Right behind them, we have our northern traditional dancers, our single bustle dancers coming into the arena. Oh, it's good to see these guys. This style of dance comes from the tribes of the Northern Plains and on down in here to Texas. Good to have those guys coming into the arena. And right behind our northern traditional dancers, we have the pride of Oklahoma, the pride of Texas, the pride of the South, our southern straight dancers known as Southern Traditional. Good to see our tail dancers from Grey Horse. Yeah, good, good. Some of the best straight dancers in the country right here, ladies and gentlemen. Right behind our straight dancers, we have our grass dancers. Our grass dancers come through the tribes of the Northern Plains and on into Canada. It's good to see these guys coming on in. Grass dance. Behind our grass dancers, JR is bringing in our fancy dancers. Oh, man.
Sacred Springs is an amazing place, ladies and gentlemen. It is here in San Marcos, Texas, and it's a beautiful spring, clear water that you can see clear to the bottom, whether it's 2 feet deep or whether it's 20 feet deep. You can see the bottom of this spring. In the old days, people used to camp here. Pioneers used to come through here. Tribal people used to come through here. And they would all camp at the same place, and there were never any issues. They just shared the water, shared the beautiful grass with their horses, did all the things that were the way the world is supposed to be. And one of the important parts about being Indian, one of the things about tradition, is the dance. There's many, many others as well that are equally important, but the dance is one of those things that we like to share with our young people. We like to make sure that they understand what they're doing. They're just not out there hopping around in the arena. They're really and truly doing a traditional part of their lives. And it's very important that they understand it's their lives that they're doing it for. They're doing it for themselves, they're doing it for their parents, for their elders, the people of their nation. And so we also want them to learn about the clothes that they have on. What are these clothes? What do they mean? What do they mean to you as an individual? How do you take care of these clothes? All those things are very important to a piece of what it is to be Native American. And so now we want to talk about the contestants. We're going to be showing every one of these little bitty guys. And I do want you to know that every single contestant is going to win money in the Tiny Tots. So now I want to share with you who the Tiny Tot winners are.
Look at Daisy.
Keep going.
Daisy's
Woo! Go
Now we're going to move into our youth categories. This is ages 7 to 17. And we're going to begin with our youth girls. And we're going to start with third and go up to third, second, first. Our third place winner in youth girls is Kalani Arch. Our second place winner is Yeslin Zids Arrow White. And your champion in mind, ladies and gentlemen, in youth girls is Sophia Jackson. next category is going to be youth boys. Third place for youth boys is Machiavelli Kennedy. Second place is Malachi Kennedy. And champion in youth boys is Jeffrey Elizondo. Now, ladies and gentlemen, historically we moved from our youth into our golden age. And we call it golden age, but there's a number of things that we could be calling it. I like to call it the masters category, because these are the folks, the men and the women in these golden age categories, they're the best. They've been dancing since you saw the little ones. They've been dancing ever since they were young, historically. And they come out here and they do moves that they were doing 20, 30, 40 years ago. And they present such a beautiful picture, our golden age folks. Always a pleasure to see these folks. So we're going to start with our category of our golden age northern men. Third place, Herbert K. Second place, Terrence Pecos. And your champion in mine in golden age men's northern is Luke Whiteman.
Hello, my name's Luke Whiteman. I'm from Browning, Montana. I'm a Blackfeet. I'm dancing for the Secret Springs Powwow, and I'm dancing in Golden Age, Northern, 55 plus.
And now, my friends, we're going to move to Golden Age men's Southern style, the gentleman style. We only had 2 dancers in this category, so we're going to start with second place. Second place, Lenny Medina. And your champion, ladies and gentlemen, and mine, Terry Sotai. And now we're going to move into our Golden Age women's northern style. Third place, Sandra Plenty Wounds. Second place is Jane Jackson. And your champion in mine in Golden Age Northern Women's style, Shirley Hill.
My baby name is Pretty Sound Bird Woman. I'm from Siksika Nation. I'm greeting you as friends and family. I'm in the 55 and over Golden Age. I dance fancy shawl style.
And now the style is going to be Golden Age Southern Women's style. Third place is Veronica Russell. Second place, Dana Medina. And your champion in mine, Golden Age Southern Women, Mary Olson.
My name is Mary Olson. I'm Sac and Fox and Osage, and I will be dancing in the Women's Golden Age category.
friends, we're getting ready to go into a very special part of our gathering, a very special part of Sacred Springs. Sacred Springs is one of the places that we have the pleasure of seeing Aztec dancers. Dr. Garza, several years ago, brought in Aztec dancers as demonstrations, and it evolved. He said, you know what? He said, we're having contests in all the other categories. There's never been a dance competition in Aztec dancing. And so about 3 years ago, maybe 4 years ago, with COVID, I kind of lose track of how many years it's been, but Dr. Garza had the very first Aztec dance competition in the United States right here at Sacred Springs. And it was really something to behold. And ever since then, other places, I noticed that California has had some Aztec dance competitions and some other places as well. And so he has started a trend, and it's a great time to be here in San Marcos because we're about to see some beautiful Aztec dancing. This is one of the special ones that I really, really enjoy this style of dance simply because we don't get a chance to see it very often in this part of the country. But the last time he had a group in, he had about 65 dancers come in from different parts of the country to be in this competition. And it has evolved into a wonderful event. And so at this time, we're going to turn it over to our Aztec dancers. Take it away, Aztec dancers.
Makwalitonali, mochintin, nanmowatitsintin, tumkasila, iwanwakantanka, moyo koyani, nipal nemowani. May Creator and the forces of the universe be with you today. We are here at the Jones Park Natural Reserve. Sadly, a small reserve in Texas that, like many other places that are reserve of our natural resources, is under threat of disappearing. We are Chicago Aztec Dance from Conroe, Texas, and we're bringing our greetings and our dances to this ceremony in the hope of showing that our roots are still alive, that our roots are still bearing fruits, we're still growing. To Proponiske. They cut our branches, they burned our trunks, but our roots are strong, and we're still here, flowering. We need to show the world that we can have a harmonious life as long as we connect with our sacred ways of living. May Creator be with you always. Ometeo. Ikan, in Tlahuistlan Pachaneque, in Quetzalcoatl Iyeya, Itlacanilisnequi, La, Chites Mopalewilican, Icatotequi Huascan, in Jones Park, in Ixel. tequilleya, inchichilte kitlan, sitlastan ilisnek, itlasites mopalewilikan ikantoteki, itlamanalmaca, inatecocoli tzotzonali, huehuetzin, icopal popoca, inicome. Palos nemi, in Miklampa Janeke, in the Yaukites Katipokan Ideya, Lili, Ichan, Las Lanilisdeki, Lasites Mopalewidika ni Cantoteki, in Moyo Koyani, in Isla Kolyuki, ni Canticate, Ika in Popoca, Ika in Tlapizzali, in Zozona, in Huehue, not yet. No me yocan, no me sigas, no me te cusni. Tata tonasi ni canticate, nana mestre ni canticate, sinchon wisnawake ni canticate, lasites mopalewilikan, en el maquili. Yahweh Nicole. Celeste agradeciendo la energía del Padre Sol, la Abuela Luna, los 400 guerreros de las 400 espinas luminosas, su fuerza que nos tiene mirando al centro del universo. Agradecemos nuestra presencia en este lugar sagrado, dando gracias por el camino luminoso de nuestros ancestros y pidiendo que nuestro camino sea digno en este andar por la tierra. Ofrecimos humo aromático de copal, toque de tlapizali, el toque de huehue, el toque de ayacastro y ayoyote. ¡Cometeos!
Cerramos y damos gracias a Canal Acclaimed. Gracias por recibir nuestros besos y nuestras oraciones. Gracias por recibirnos con Y ahora damos por cerrado en el séptimo rumbo, el rumbo del aquí y del ahora, en ese rumbo horizontal que nos cobija en este momento. Damos por terminado este trabajo de esta mañana de danza, de ceremonia, de alegría y de gusto. Que todo el mundo regrese a su lugar con bien y que podamos tener el gusto de volver a vernos muy pronto. Gracias, Kamati, Huelmía.
I sure hope you guys enjoyed those Aztec dancers just as much as I do, because that's pretty special stuff. At this time, we're going to move into our ladies categories, our contestant winners. As luck would have it, we had no dancers in women's Southern cloth. So you cloth dancers, take note. If we have to go virtual next year, you better get in there. And now we're going to move into our women's jingle dress dancers. Third place in jingle dress is Betty Stevens. Second place in women's jingle is Uriah Little Hoop. And the champion dancer for women's jingle is Rowena Roberts.
Wow!
move into our Southern Buckskin winners for women's categories. Third place is December Arrow White. Second place, Aaron Yarholer. And your champion in women's Southern Buckskin is Danita Goodwill.
Hello, I am Danita Goodwill. I am Osage and Sac and Fox. I come from the Posuli Gray Horse District of Oklahoma. I am women's Southern Buckskin. I'd like to thank the Sacred Springs Powwow for sponsoring and allowing me to dance. And enjoy. Hey, sound man.
And now, folks, we're going to move into our women's fancy shawl category. Third place is Josetta Schofield. Second place, Octisha Roberts. And champion, women's fancy shawl dancer, Natalie Gonzalez. friends, we're going to move into our men's grass dance style. This grass dance comes from the tribes of the Northern Plains and on up into Canada. And you know, as you see that tall grass in the Northern Plains, and as the wind moves through that grass, moves the grass back and forth, some of that is what you're going to see from the style of these dancers as well. The fringe that these men wear, in the old days we're told that it used to be grass. We're also told that when they come into the arena first, that they'll dance that tall grass down so that it'll be soft for the other dancers that come into the arena. So there's lots of history of the grass dance, but it comes from up north. Here in Oklahoma, it has come to Oklahoma over the last 20 years or so, maybe more than that a little bit, but it's always a pleasure to see our grass dancers, especially those that have come from up north, come down here to be a part of this. And so now I want to share with you our grass dance winners. Our third place winner for men's grass is Antonio Dominguez. And second place, Clifton Goodwill. And ladies and gentlemen, champion dancer for men's grass this year for Sacred Springs is DJ Yarholer. Now I want to share with you the winners of our men's Southern Straight Dance competition. Third place, Alexander Jensen. Second place, Sean Ray. And champion dancer, men's Southern Straight, is Tim Robinson Jr. And now I want to share with you the winners of the men's chicken dance. Fancy Northern Prairie Chicken. You know, this is another one of those styles that originates up north, up along the Canadian border, and it's made its way all over Indian country. I remember the first time I saw it was in Oklahoma City at Indian Hills Powwow, and I had never seen it before. And I really, really like men's fancy prairie chicken dance. Some of the moves that you'll see from these dancers are trying to emulate the prairie chicken. And the booming grounds of the prairie chicken, it's always interesting because those roosters, the male prairie chickens, they'll be out there trying to attract the attention of the girls with their moves, and they'll be making noise, they'll be booming. That's why it's called a booming ground. And you're going to see some of that as you watch these fancy prairie chicken dancers. But I want to share with you the winners. Second place, there were only 2 dancers in this category. Second place is Brody Screaming Eagle. And the winner, your champion and mine, for men's fancy prairie chicken is Tyrene Lodgepole. Now I want to share a little bit with you about Northern traditional style. It's a single bustle style of dance that comes from up north. And when I say up north, I'm talking along the Canadian border, the tier of states that are up along the northern part of the United States and on into Canada. And this is a very special style. Many times up north, when the group of traditional dancers come into the arena, people rise, people stand for 2 reasons. One, they want to watch and get a good view, and second, because of the feathers that these men bring in. These eagle feathers are held in such high esteem and high regard that they're honoring those eagle feather bustles that these men wear. We only had 1 dancer in this category, and he will be the winner. He will be the champion in men's traditional, and his name is Gus Garcia, our champion. now for our last category is men's fancy. This style originated, gosh, in the 30s and 40s up in White Eagle, Oklahoma. True story. It was part of the 101 Ranch Rodeo Wild West show. And our dancers were straight dancers up in that part of the state. Most of our dancers were straight dancers. And they wanted, as they took the shows back to the east, they wanted a little more excitement. So they decided they were going to have fancy dance. So they created 2 bustles, our dancers did, and turned the straight dance or some of those slower dances, the little more genteel dances, into fancy dance. And so you're going to enjoy this. So let me share with you all who the winners are of men's fancy. 3rd place is Sly Isaac. 2nd place, Douglas Schofield. And champion dancer, men's fancy, is Buck Garcia. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope that you've enjoyed the 2021 Sacred Springs virtual powwow. And I wanted to make a little commercial here for you. On behalf of the Indigenous Cultures Institute, Dr. Garza, Maria Roca, the Centers for Disease Control, and the Association of American Indian Physicians, please go and get vaccinated, okay? It's been a great pleasure for me once again to serve as your Master of Ceremonies. I think this is my 11th or 12th year to serve as your Master of Ceremonies. And one of the reasons I did that commercial is because we want to see you all in person next year at the Sacred Springs Powwow. So, as I always close, the Creator gives us only so much time on this earth. You've honored us with your presence here, and you humbled us with the time of your life, the hours of your life that you've chosen to watch this virtual powwow from Sacred Springs. Thank you so much, and we look forward to seeing you all next year at Sacred Springs Powwow.